Warframe. It's a pretty fucking good game, and in this video I'm going to try and explain why. This isn't going to be a review as such, as I feel I haven't put enough time into the game to review it fully, as I'm still yet to see all the content that there is to offer in the game. If you don't know, Warframe is a free-to-play multiplayer third-person shooter created by Digital Extremes, which entered closed beta way back in October 2012, and to this day is still getting constant updates and improvements. With its most recent addition being the Plains of Eidolon, which added an open world environment to the already vast game. At surface level, Warframe is a stylish space ninja shoot 'em slash 'em up MMO, which to be fair is what attracted me to the game in the first place, but upon further digging I realised the game has far more to offer than expected. In Warframe you control members of the Tenno, ancient warriors harnessing warframes, who have awoken from centuries of cryosleep to find themselves in the shit against some nasty fucking dudes. And that's all I'm really going to say about the story. At first it seems like the plot appears to be pretty thin, but with further progression this is definitely not the case. But no spoilerinos here, so moving on. The gameplay. The gameplay is quite simply fucking fantastic and highly addictive. Warframe has a magical skill of at times making you feel like an untouchable fighting god, and at other times making you feel like a helpless little scrub. The game allows you to control one of many different Warframes, each with their own unique appearances, skills and stats, etc. You use your Warframe to tear through hordes of enemies in a flashy, stylish manner, with your Warframe's abilities and tons of primary, secondary and melee weapons, ranging from full auto shotguns to a pair of fucking Wolverine claws, to a wrist mounted laser cannon, and everything in between. The wrist laser cannon Sonicar being one of my favourite weapons in any game, for reasons. That guy went straight up when I shot him. He did it too!
I saw him! He was off.
Why are they all doing it? This is one of my biggest draws to the game. I believe there's a couple of hundred weapons currently. While some may be reskins or just upgrades to certain weapons, there is a huge selection of playstyles. Meaning every time you change weapon in the game, it can feel vastly different. To even further the range of variety, melee weapons can be equipped with stance mods, which offer different combos and fighting styles. This sort of variety I think is key in keeping the game feeling fresh and fun for a very long duration. If that isn't enough for you, there is also currently 34 different Warframes to play, and that's not including the prime upgraded versions of certain frames. The Warframes themselves have so much to offer too, and can vastly differ from one to another. For example, a quick rundown of my current 3 favourite frames of which I've tried so far. First of all, there's Oberon. Oberon is a paladin style gameplay, with AoE damage from his Hallowed Ground ability, which can also confuse the enemies into fighting each other. He can heal, and he can also crowd control enemies with a super satisfying 4th ability, which lifts enemies into there in a massive bubble and then slams them down. Secondly, you got Atlas. Atlas is just fucking one punch man. You slide around punching the shit out of everything, and summon some huge rock golems to assist you in punching the shit out of everything. And thirdly, Octavia. A bard-esque Warframe, a character type that I thought I'd never really enjoy, but by fuck how I was wrong. She's an amazingly crafted video game character, and even the quest to receive the frame is fantastic. Octavia's abilities all surround her use of her instrument called the Manda card. The Manda card is a step sequencer that allows you to compose unique songs and conduct them in full symphony through her abilities. Her first ability being the drum track of your song, which can be placed to draw enemy fire and reflect it back at them. Her second ability being the bass line of your song in the form of a roller ball, which can be deployed to charm enemies to follow it. This ability can also be joined with her first ability to make the drum beat mobile. Her third being the lead of your song, which can buff you and your friends for doing certain actions in-game, in time, to your music. For example, crouching in time gains you stealth, jumping in time gives you a speed boost, etc. And her fourth being an amp, which doubles the range of her abilities and provides a damage buff depending on how much noise is being made currently in the environment. My point being here, what a fucking beautifully crafted character this is. Her abilities synergize so well with each other, and killing enemies with your own soundtrack makes for some damn satisfying gaming. can't begin to fathom how much thought, time and effort went into designing a lot of these frames, and I feel Warframe deserves a lot of praise for offering so many unique gameplay styles. All this variety is still not enough for developer Digital Extremes though. A large portion of the game comes from the modding system. Every weapon and frame in the game has a set amount of slots for a few of the hundreds of mods that can be found and earned in the game, and they're used to adjust how you play the game. Whether it be adding elemental damage to your weapons, increasing crit chance, or increasing the range of some of your abilities, amongst many more. The mods also add a whole layer of depth to the game. Finding creating builds that are exactly what you wanted or needed can feel very rewarding. Like most of this game, everything feels rewarding. I think the progression system in this game is fantastic, truly making you satisfied for putting in the time, but also respecting the fact if you have a lack of said time. Tying all these abilities, weapons and mods together, we also have access to the amazing movement system that's provided. In Warframe, even traversing from one side of the map to the other can be entertaining. With the game's parkour system, traversing around is fast, sleek looking and easy to perform. With double jumps, bullet jumps, aim gliding, backflips, wall running, wall hanging, ledge grabs and dodges, these can all be mixed together to create a truly free movement system. Another touch I really enjoy about Warframe is that there isn't really set maps. Instead we have procedurally generated tile sets. A tile set consists of at least 30 different tiles, which are rooms of varying sizes that connect to other tiles to form the mission's maps. These tiles include locations like start rooms, end rooms, extraction rooms, boss rooms, hallways, blah blah blah, etc. A mission map is composed of multiple randomly selected tiles connecting to each other, ensuring that if you need to repeat the same mission over and over, it keeps it from feeling stale. Not really gameplay related, but I'd like to bring up the game's customization options. Everything can be changed to your liking, from the color of your gear in your ship to the positioning of your sword on your hip. It's fucking nuts! For people who like the whole create a character thing, this game's like a fucking customizable wet dream. From a visual point of view, Warframe does pretty well in my eyes. It may not be the most graphically appealing game out there, but it damn sure makes the most of what it's got. The game runs like a dream, and rarely does it lag, which is surprising when so many fucking things are going on the screen at one time, but it just keeps powering through. The aesthetics of the game is sick too. All the Warframes look baller as hell, and the weapons are mainly all super creative in their design. Even the sound design is great, from the impactful sounds of some of the weapons to the unique and resonating sounds of some of the abilities in the game. And why the fuck does this free-to-play game have some of the most beautiful music I have ever heard? It's so fucking good. Some of the voice work can be weak in places, but I don't know, I've kind of learned to like Hex shouting at me occasionally.
Did you really believe it would be this easy?
The sheer amount of content in Warframe makes so little sense. At the time of recording, I've been playing pretty much every day for about a month. Most AAA games I could have 100%ed multiple times over in the duration I've been playing Warframe. Yet it seems like I still have a lot to see, do and shoot in this game, and I'm fucking stoked to know that there's still so much more to do. Right now is probably one of the best times to jump on Warframe if you haven't already. With the vast back catalogue of content and with future updates, there's just so much fun shit to do. The game could be puzzling to new players at first, but check out some online content creators to help you out, bookmark that Warframe wiki, and I assure you, you will have a good fun time and look fucking dope whilst doing it. There's so much more to say about Warframe, but I don't know man, just play it yourself, and I really hope you enjoy the game. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to end it here with a couple of clips I've recorded from the past month. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.
What the f-
Why is Clem being a little bitch?
Clem's dead.
No, he's not. He's here, hiding.
Clem!
We'll all share in this bounty.
I must...
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, I see what you're on.
Like a fucking salad.
Bobby, jump on too. What the fuck?